Hello, and welcome to the LIS Recap. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. The company of graduates celebrates the end of the university on the 15th of July. Emma, an excellent student, needs a guy with whom she has been in love for a very long time. Dexter was always the hottest guy at university, so he never refused himself close contact with girls. But he did not notice Emma. A walk through the midnight city ends with them ending up in the same bed. But nothing happens to the couple. They just go to bed hugging each other, and in the morning they decide to remain friends. They succeed in fulfilling this promise. A year later, Dexter is already helping his girlfriend transport furniture to a rented apartment before he flies to another city in search of himself. And Emma remains in London with the dream of writing a book and becoming a famous writer. The girl's dreams are broken, and in order to earn a living, she has to get a job as a waitress in a small cafe and run around with a tray all day repeating the memorized menu to customers. On the other hand, Dexter takes a job in television to become a successful producer and still continues to drag random girlfriends into his bed. Friends constantly call up and tell each other about their successes and failures, encouraging and giving advice in the cafe where Emma works. He appears to be the same dreamer as the girl. He begins to court her. The guy spends the day off with his parents. Dexter's always smiling mother asks him about his plans for life and asks about Emma. But the handsome man always claims that they are only friends. The father is not at all interested in his son's personal life and is more worried about what his wife is going to serve him for dinner. Another year passes and a new 15th of July arrives. Dexter visits a friend to celebrate their date and invites her to spend the weekend together in Italy to unwind a little. As a result, during the holidays, there are still several episodes that cannot be called friendly. At some point, the guy decides to directly propose a relationship to his girlfriend, but immediately clarifies that he cannot promise her a serious romance without cheating. His love for beauty is nowhere gone, and he does not plan to miss his youth. Emma is not satisfied with this option and she refuses. While the couple is having all this dialogue while swimming in the sea, the guy's clothes are stolen by local thugs, and that's why he has to go through the whole city without anything. The guy drinks a lot of liquor and does not refuse himself other illegal stuff. In the morning, having come to his senses, the guy calls Emma, and instead of congratulating her, he gives her compliments, not paying attention to his girlfriend nearby. In the morning, having come to his senses, the guy arrives at his parents' house and goes straight to the second floor where his mother spends almost all the time because she was diagnosed with a serious illness. The woman talks to her son for a long time and tells him about her fears because, in her opinion, he has become not a very good person lately. While Emma is spending time on a date with Ian Dexter, who has returned home from another party, he constantly listens to the voicemail, 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 constantly listens to the voicemail. For the first time in many years, he sees all the same stupid and lightheaded girls. Seeing a newspaper with an unflattering review, the guy calls his girlfriend. She, as always, supports him. Emma refuses the invitation of a friend. That evening, she and Ian attend a performance that she herself staged, but feeling guilty, his friend promises the guy to make time for another day back at home, instead of spending the evening with her fiancé. Emma sits down in front of the TV and turns on a silly show. Ian is not happy with this connection of his chosen one, but he tries his best to put up with his friend. If her choice was right, she is angry at Ian for the unfinished repair, although the girl understands that this is not what annoys her at all. On a memorable day, Dexter invites a girlfriend to a restaurant, but both young men are no longer the same. The guy hangs on the phone all the time or runs off to the toilet to inhale. And then he starts talking boorishly, devaluing all the efforts of his girlfriend to improve her life. As a result, Emma breaks down and expresses to her friend everything that has accumulated in her over the past 3 years while he uses non-stop. The girl leaves the restaurant, and when Dexter tries to catch up with her, she says that they need to end the relationship as they have become too different. 2 more years later, the guy's lifestyle doesn't change much. Now he's not only running some kind of completely stupid show, but he's also fired from there because his age no longer matches the public and the ratings of the once famous presenter have plummeted. Fortunately, Dexter manages not to fall completely to the bottom, and, at the same time, he meets Sylvia, who helps him return to normal life. Emma continues to live with Ian, but one day the couple has a conflict. And after going through the intoxicating, the groom tells her that he knows everything about her real feelings for Dexter. After talking heart to heart, the young people decide to split up. Dexter and Emma meet again at their mutual friend's wedding. They manage to reconcile and chat for a long time. discussing everything that happened to them during the break in their friendship. Dexter invites his girlfriend up to the rooftop to enjoy the beautiful view, giving her an invitation to his wedding. The guy becomes a great father to his daughter, so much so that he does not even notice that his wife is having an affair on the side. He takes a job at his friend's restaurant and leaves all his dreams to support his family. Emma, at this time, moves to Paris and returns to writing a book. Friends still call her up from time to time. When she calls home at night to find out how things are, her husband accidentally calls her the name of a friend, but the girl does not care at all since she herself, instead of a group of friends, is in the company of a young, handsome man. After the divorce, Dexter comes to Paris to visit Emma, with whom he recently became intimate. The guy intends to finally confess his feelings to his girlfriend, but realizing what he wants to tell her, the girl interrupts the monologue and reports that she has a fiancé. Dexter is about to leave because just friendship no longer suits him. And even more, he does not want to see how the couple builds relationships under his nose. Emma arrives at the station and asks her friend to stay. Both are tired of running from each other. They are preparing to get married and finally get what they have wanted for so long. Sylvia regularly brings her ex-husband a daughter who gets along well with Emma, which is why the couple wants to have another child. After discussing this topic, Emma and Dexter decide not to put off the important things again until later, and the couple do everything right in the hallway of their apartment. The guy opens his own cafe, which quickly becomes popular, and for the first time in many years, he feels like a normal, happy person. On the 15th of July, after leaving the pool, Emma calls the groom and says that she is already leaving for a date with him, apologizing for being late. The girl rushes to see her beloved as soon as possible. Dexter goes to the window and listens to a message from his beloved and looks at how it's raining. The guy does not even realize that the girl was hit by a truck and he will never see Emma alive again. The next year, the guy again lives in a fog, returning to strong drinks after his next bar fight. Sylvia brings him to her father's to be looked after. The old man is not going to feel sorry for his son but will make him understand that he himself has been living like this for 10 years after his wife left. All he can advise him is to pull himself together and live as if Emmett is still there on another memorable date. Finally, Ian comes to Dexter's cafe, and finally the men manage to talk heart to heart. Dexter brings his daughter to the place where he and Emma went on their first date. Closing his eyes, the guy imagines how they would have lived their lives if he had not then invited the girl to remain friends. That's all for today. If you want more videos like this one, subscribe and like it.